video. It's going to be a chit chat. Get ready with me. I asked you guys to ask me some questions on TikTok, and you did. I have written them down on my computer, and I will answer some of them, not all of them. I hope you guys feel like you know me a bit better. I will be listing all the products that I'm using down below, but I'm not gonna tell because I can get very easily distracted. So first question is how old I am and where I live, and kind of also someone wanted to know how tall I am. I am 18 years old. I just turned 18 the 4th of August. I live in or on the outside of Copenhagen. If I were to go into Copenhagen Central, it would probably take me maybe 10 minutes by train. And my height is 167 centimeters. The second question is why I decided to start a YouTube channel. I think the reason why I decided to start a YouTube channel is my friends kind of felt like it was a good idea, and then I did YouTube when I was younger in 7th grade religiously. Like, I was very proud that I could call myself a YouTuber, and I had 50 subscribers. But yeah, so I think the reason why I started was because, I don't know, why not expand it, and then it could be fun. I'm still trying to test it out. So I've been pretty open about my anxiety and my depression and stuff on my TikTok. So someone asked how I deal with my anxiety, and to be honest, I still actually don't know how I deal with it. My anxiety literally kicks in on the most random moments, and I don't really know how to deal with it because my anxiety makes me feel very ill. I feel very uncomfortable in my own body when I experience anxiety. But I think one of the ways I've found to deal with it is to figure out what's causing your anxiety. Talking to my friends and my parents about it and stuff like that has really helped. And sometimes you figure out that some other people deal with it too. And I was very lucky that I found someone who kind of have anxiety towards the same things as I do. Next question is where I worked and why I got fired. It was the most liked question, and I worked at a cafe. I'm not gonna tell you guys where because I don't know, I think that's going a bit overboard. I got fired because my boss, or my previous boss, he's not my boss anymore, thought I was like calling in sick too often, but that's a lie. I've tried to call in sick 3 times, and the 2 first times I tried to call in sick, I wasn't allowed to be sick. He told me that I needed to go to work, and then the last time he fired me. And he fired me over text, very unprofessional. It sucked, but I'm actually over it, and I think he did me a favor too. A lot of you guys really want to know how I found my own style, like who inspires me, who my favorite influencers and stuff like that is. But first of all is how I found my own style, and I found my own style within finding confidence. Sounds stupid, but when you find confidence within yourself and you kind of stop caring about what everybody else thinks. Just if I go into a store or if I'm online shopping, I pick out what I like and then I make it work with what I already have. I don't like have a certain method or anything on how I found my own style, because I actually don't know. Like a year ago I was wearing the most bizarre things and generally felt like I didn't know what my style was. Getting older and stuff like that, you start understanding yourself way more, and I think that's kind of key to also finding your own style. And I think my favorite influencers and the people who like influenced me the most within like the fashion world, it's 100% Matilda Jerf, my living queen. I love that woman of my whole heart. People like Ruby Lynn, Philippa Sauce, I don't know if I'm pronouncing her name right, but that woman, love her. Josephine HJ, Luna, oh I don't remember her name, but she's also Danish. But also just people on Pinterest, my friends sometimes inspire me, my like people I see on the street. My mom just a lot of different people. I use Pinterest and Instagram and TikTok for that also to inspiration. Oh, and someone really wants to know like where I shop. I don't have like a specific shop. I thrift shop a lot. I love buying things secondhand. I love stuff like Scandinavian brands. I think they're really cool. Real Moda, I've collaborated with a couple of times now, and I love their clothes. It's really cool and unique. My sweater is from there, and I love it. Gina Decor, H&M, and Sarah also sometimes have some pretty cool things. But thrift shopping, especially, I love buying things secondhand and stuff just to find some more unique things, and yeah. So you guys really want to know where I go to school. I'm not gonna tell you the name of my school just because, I don't know, I don't want to. I am in my senior year of high school, and it's crazy to think about the fact that I'm graduating this year. And the school system in Denmark is a bit different than the school system in, for instance, America. The school system in Denmark, you go in the same school from 0th grade, it's what it's called, to 9th grade, and then in 9th grade you go to another school where you finish up 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. That's insane. Like, I remember doing that change. I went to a school that all the people that I grew up with, they did it in like the town I grew up with, and they all went to a school there. 9th grade, I moved to another city. I decided I wanted a new start. I needed something new in my life. I needed something different. So I went to a new school, and that actually leads into my next question. And somebody want me to describe my last 3 years of high school with one word each. The first year was different, actually. I think I will describe it as different, but I got sent home and in lockdown because of Corona. Second year was chaotic. This year is challenging. My mental health isn't at its best place, and I think that's getting very much involved with my ability to show up to school and actually be good in school. But that's life. Like, that's what you experience as you get older. Somebody had asked if I could choose one place to live, where would it be? And that would be New York. I've dreamed of moving to New York probably since I was 8. I really want to move there for some reason, and I really want to like live there. And that actually kind of collapsed with my next question, which is what my plans are for the future, what I want to do after graduation. After graduation, I'm gonna take a gap year probably. I really want to move to New York for a couple of months. I want to get healthy, and I'm not talking about like physically healthy, but mentally healthy, because that's been lacking for a couple of years, and I'm basically an adult now. That needs to happen at some point, and I need it to happen now. What I want to study and stuff like university, it's a big commitment to going to a university and figuring out what you want to study, and when you're done and you're graduating from university or college, you're basically ready for your life. That I'm not gonna be one of those people who are gonna have a 9 to 5, because I cannot do that. Okay, I'm not dumb at all. I'm just not very book orientated, if you can say that. Like, I just can't do that. Okay, it sounds boring to me, to be honest. You do you, boo, if you want to do a 9 to 5. Like, honestly, clapping you on the shoulder right now. I don't know, there's something about it's just not very much me. So plans for university and stuff, I think I maybe want to go to fashion school. I was at my first event yesterday, and I met so many sweet people. It was very crazy. I got invited there by a Danish brand, by one of my favorite YouTubers, who I've watched since maybe 2015-16, who is called You Living, and I love that woman of my whole heart, and she was so sweet. But it was my first event, and I met a lot of very cool people, I talked to so many cool people too, and it was just crazy to kind of experience something else, also because it was my first event. And I talked to one of my friends about like the whole moving to New York thing, and she was like, that's so cool. And I was like, I know, and I really want to do it now. Like, it's a vision, but it's gonna happen. So manifest your life. If you can see that in the background, that's my manifestation board. Believe in your dreams. And I've had this dream since I was very young. So next question is, what's my favorite thing about myself? I think my favorite thing about myself is my compassion. I care a lot about the people around me. I'm a very caring person, but a lot of people have like an idea of me being quite, I think people think I'm quite mean or like a bitch, and I can be. I think everybody can be a bitch at some point, but yeah. Mascara is on. So the last and final question is, if I could give one piece of advice, I think I would say, at the end of the day, the only person you will always have is yourself. My mom told me that when I was quite young, and I think it's always stuck with me. Like, it's true. You'll meet so many people in your life that'll help you and stuff like that, but it's so important to remember that at the end of the day, you will always only have yourself. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you feel like I'm still a cool person. So, but I love you guys so much, and yeah, bye.